Hey, in this video we'll do a quick review of the Nike Plus Fuelband. This is very similar to the other accessories such as a jawbone and fitbit. And all it does, it has a couple sensors here, very similar to what we have in our smartphones, to detect motion. And these are geared specifically for running and walking. And with the Nike Plus, what they've done is figure out a formula to come up with points. So based on your activity, they'll give you a number of points. Now this is the clear black unit. It comes in black or clear. So the clear versions, you can see the circuitry. That is kind of neat. So if you're a little bit of a geek, you may like that. And it also has the 8-bit kind of like display. Now it also has the clasp with the USB connector. Now when you open up the box, you'll get a cable. But what you can do, you can also plug this into any USB port. Notice here that the power. Now I recommend to install the Nike Plus software on your device or on your computer before you start doing this, so that it can transfer any activities and download any firmware, which is quite a bit often actually. Now how often do you need to recharge this? I can get by with let's say a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So my habit is to every Monday morning when I go to work, sit in front of my desk, plug this in. I don't really have to worry about it. Approximate, the type of data fields that you can view on the watch. You can view the Nike Plus fuel points. Now by default, 2,000 is your limit. So your goal is to try to hit 2,000 points. But you can change that to 3,000 or 5,000 points. So I've set mine up to 3,000. And what is 3,000 points? Well, for my details, it is equate to a day sitting at the desk, but after work I go for a walk with the dog for an hour and I do a 20-minute run. That will give me over 3,000 points, just to give you an idea. Or an hour and a half of activity. So if you're going out for a walk for an hour and a half, you're probably going to hit 3,000 points too. So it's kind of getting close to what doctors recommend you do to try to stay active. So based on how many points you set for yourself, you'll probably will do a lot more activity. Really is for running and walking. If you're doing any type of aerobics, Stairmaster, weights, any other type of movement like that, it probably won't do a good job to detect the movement. And the same thing with the other fields. You can view fuel, you can view time. The two other fields that you can view is steps and calories. Now when you plug it in, you can turn off those fields so that you can only have these two default ones. But I found for steps, if you're doing walks or running, it is fairly accurate. But I find that even with the calories too, but when you load it up to the Nike Plus website, it will show the distance traveled, and the distance just doesn't seem to be accurate. So if you're looking to use this for running, don't go get yourself a Garmin GPS watch. Get yourself a Forerunner 10 or something else. It'd be way more useful than this. Now, if you're competitive and you need to be above your points, then this is probably something to keep you motivated. I bought this because I got injured during a marathon training session. Figured out if I can use this to stay motivated. For the most part, yes. But since you can't really track other type of activities, you can only track my walking and some other light cardio work. So for the most part, I'm not really using this to stay motivated. I am using this as the watch. The watch is pretty awesome on it. So, and when you reach your goal, it'll start to do some other type of animations on it. So anyway, the other thing too is that you can't combine your Nike Plus fuel points from your Fuelband and also your Nike Plus running. So if you are in the habit of using another Nike product, you won't be able to combine the points. So that's just one of those things. I find that over time, this clasp is starting to get a little bit more loose as I'm using it. And also bear in mind that based on what you do during the day, if you have it on one wrist or the other wrist, for example, if you put it on your right wrist and you do a lot of mouse movement or any other type of movement with your hand, that will increase the amount of points. So I found that when I switch it over to the left hand, which doesn't do a lot of motions, during the day, the points wasn't quite as high. So you want to keep that under consideration. But it's a kind of neat device. Would I buy this now? Honestly, probably not. If you're into running and some other cardio programs, there's way other devices that are better suited for this. But if you are into Nike and you just want something to just kind of keep track, but not exact, this could be an option. Put down in the comments what you think, and we'll see you next time. And we'll take a look at the number of flashes that will appear on the message LED.